And salutations, friends, and welcome back. Today, by popular demand, we're going to be looking into the secret space program grifters again. Now, given recent events, there's, you know, a lack of secret space grifters, apparently. But don't worry, there's always somebody to fill the void when one taps out. And I guess tonight we'll be covering one of my favorites. One moment here. And I'm getting a bunch of notifications. Okay, we're going to take a moment to welcome in the live chat, whether you're chatting on our Kick chat, our Twitch chat, our Twitter chat, our Facebook chat, or X chat, or here on our YouTube chat. You are most welcome. We're a viewer-supported show, so I'll be reading every single super chat and thanking every single bit of support. But before we begin tonight, I have some important things that I need to put on the record. And as you may know, that sometimes the facts are very, very important. So I will sort of pre-write some of the show in order to make sure that we make the points that we need to make. So the point of tonight's show is really to talk about the so-called alliance. Now, you may have seen a multitude of space grifters and super soldier grifters and grifters in general and Q-tard grifters, all talking about how they're getting secret information from the so-called alliance. And tonight's secret space super soldier, fake super soldier grifter, Ismael Perez, is no different. His latest video is an alliance update. But I would bet good money that Ismael Perez doesn't even know where the term alliance came from, because in my experience with him, Ismael Perez basically mines the internet for stories and then he weaves it into his own version. He's the most completely unoriginal super soldier or space grifter that I've ever seen. And we've commented on this in the past. I'm 100% convinced that he just gets ChatGPT to write him a word salad script, and then he reads it, and he reads it badly. Like there's words in the script that he can't even pronounce. It's painfully obvious he's reading from a script of nonsense that he himself is not creating, in my opinion. But let's get back to the alliance, because there are so many people that are profiting from doing things like, I'm an alliance insider, or I have secret, insiders that are with the alliance that give me briefings. You're not getting briefings. By the way, I want to thank Chill Station 7, who even before the broadcast began sent a $10 super thanks. So thank you, Chill Station 7, for that, for your kindness, generosity, and support. And just one more reminder, we read every single super chat. I thank every bit of support. If you support us on Kick, I read out the kicks. If you give subs on Kick, I read out the gifted subs. If you become a subscriber on Kick, or even if you become a follower on Kick, did you know that? You can go over and follow us on Kick. It's kick.com/Truth Seeker Show, and I'll give you a big shout out and thank you. And one moment, why is my Kick? Let me get into the Kick so I can read those supporters and thank anybody that is, like FF9000 just set 10 kicks, so thank you for that. All right, we're going to get into the alliance now, my friends. The alliance, how one fake doctor's fairy tale launched a grifter galaxy of cosmic bullshit. Look, conspiracy enthusiasts, if your insider knowledge of a shadowy galactic alliance fighting the deep state started with a guy who couldn't even fake a real resume convincingly, maybe it's time to touch grass, or at least Google Pete Peterson credentials before wiring your life savings to the next crystal-wielding space cadet. But no, instead, the Q crowd, SSP fans and alien fans, Gaia TV prophets, and a parade of disgraced hucksters turned this fever dream and completely fake story into a multi-million-dollar cottage industry of pure, unadulterated fiction. And it all traces back to one lifelong con artist who couldn't even pass a background check at a community college. And that would be Pete Peterson, who we have covered extensively in the past. Pete Peterson, of course, was David Wilcock's #1 source of bullshit. And it seems that with David Wilcock gone, now other people are picking up the mantle of Pete Peterson as their main source, either knowingly or not. I don't believe that Ismael Perez is even smart enough to know that Pete Peterson was the first person to coin the phrase and talk about this so-called alliance. So let's meet Pete Peterson, the self-anointed science and technology advisor to Ronald Reagan. Spoiler alert, he never worked for Ronald Reagan. He never worked for anyone in the government at all. Pete Peterson claimed to be an early personal computer pioneer and drum roll, he was a completely fabricated fake doctor with a resume so fake it makes Elizabeth Holmes look like a Rhodes Scholar. Pete Peterson wasn't some deep cover black ops wizard whispering classified truths from underground bunkers. He was a pump and dump stock scammer, a serial GoFundMe grifter, and a guy whose entire government insider persona crumbled the second anyone with two functioning brain cells bothered to verify it. But verification, no, that's for normies and sheeple. The conspiracy set, people like David Wilcock and Kerry Cassidy, swallowed Pete Peterson's tales whole, hook, line, and sinker, especially his magnum opus, the, quote, alliance, unquote, which he claimed to be a heroic cabal of white hat insiders, military higher-ups, ET allies, and secret space tech poised to save humanity from whatever the bad guys were doing that week. Pete Peterson peddled this garbage on shows like Cosmic Disclosure, where he regaled wide-eyed audiences with stories of alien technology, where he claimed that he got briefings from Ronald Reagan, and he talked about suppressed inventions that somehow they never made it past his vivid imagination. And, my friends, the QAnon faithful, people who I affectionately call Q-tards, those tireless warriors against the cabal, ran with it like it was leaked Pentagon documents. Why fact check anything when it fits the narrative? Trust the plan, right? Just don't trust basic due diligence. Pete Peterson's alliance became the gospel in the fever swamps, a fictional resistance movement that conveniently explained every Q drop, every storm claim, every failed prediction. No evidence, no problem. It's all compartmentalized. Then came the real profiteers, the Laurel and Hardy of the secret space program scam, Corey Goode and David Wilcock. These two didn't just amplify Pete Peterson's nonsense, they turned it into a subscription-based religion. Corey Goode, the ultimate so-called whistleblower who claimed he was age regressed after 20 years in a galactic navy battling evil aliens alongside blue bird people, yes, really, teamed up with David Wilcock, the guy who looks like he maintained every New Age book from the 1990s and emerged convinced he's the reincarnation of Edgar Cayce, with a side of Insider Alliance intel. Together on Gaia TV and in public appearances, they spun Pete Peterson's alliance story into a full-blown cosmic opera. Secret space fleets, ascension timelines, law of one spirituality, the works. Tickets to conferences, books, merchandise, live streams, you name it. They monetize it. Insiders, sure, their bank accounts were the only thing getting disclosed. It was all going swimmingly until reality bitch slapped them with a documentary called Dark Alliance, the inside story of the Cosmic Con, because that documentary laid it out like a coroner's report, completely and totally fabricated stories from Goode and Wilcock, contradicting claims, lawsuits flying, and a trail of burned believers wondering how they fell for a hoax so obvious it had its own trademark 20 and back program. Goode got booted, essentially, from his own cash cow, and Wilcock, well, the empire of Wu cracked under the weight of its own absurdity. These weren't brave truth-tellers with insider knowledge. They were disgraced grifters caught red-handed selling fake secret space soap operas to the terminally hopeful. Peterson's fake doctor origin story, they ignored that. His fake work history, ignored. The alliance narrative, well, they took that, expanded it, rebranded it, and profit maximized it. Classic. But here's the best part. Like herpes in a hot tub, the con never really dies. It just mutates into the next clown. And tonight we'll be talking about one of those new clowns. Enter Ismael Perez, the self-proclaimed fake super soldier and secret space clown who's picked up the Alliance torch and sprinted straight into the dumbest timeline yet. Ismael Perez isn't content with Peterson's Reagan-era yarns or Good's Bird alien navy. He's out there dropping Biden clones, Elon Musk secret missions, Atlantean DNA upgrades, and Earth Alliance updates that read like a rejected Star Trek script written by a supplement salesman. Scam supplements? Yes. Stolen stories? Check, check, and check. The podcast exposing him as a fraud are piling up, but the marks keep lining up. Why? Because the original sin, blindly building an entire alternate reality on a fake doctor's word, set the template. No one bothered to check Pete Peterson's fake degrees. No one checked Good's claims either, apparently. And no one will check Ismael Perez's super soldier credentials. And why won't Ismael Perez just show us his superpowers so we know he's not a liar and a scammer and a thief? It's easier to believe in galactic white hats, friends, than admit you've been conned by a dude whose biggest achievement was not getting laughed off of a podcast. But let's be clear, friends, this is not harmless entertainment. It is a masterclass in how fiction becomes forbidden knowledge when no one in the echo chamber has the spine to say, wait, this started with a con artist? Yes. The whole story of the Alliance started with a fake doctor with a fake education and a fake work history and fake claims. That was a con artist, a literal con artist who ran pump and dump stock scams and also GoFundMe scams with David Wilcock. The Alliance wasn't born from leaks or real government whistleblowers. It was regurgitated from a guy whose entire career was one long pump and dump, whether in tech stocks or hope porn. Q folks, Good, Wilcock, Ismael Perez, and the rest, they're not visionaries. They're the cosmic equivalent of used car salesmen with better lighting and a Patreon. They took one liar's tall tale, slapped the Alliance on it, and built empires on the backs of people desperate for meaning in a chaotic world. The next time some Alliance acolyte breathlessly DMs you about the latest disclosure, do what the grifters never did. Check the source. Pete Peterson wasn't a hero. He never worked for the government, though he claimed to. He was the punchline, and everyone who built on his bullshit, just a setup for the next one. The real alliance here is between gullibility and greed, and it's been winning for years. So wake up, space cadets. The only thing being liberated here is your wallet. All right, friends. Now we'll take a moment to check in with the live chat. And we thank FF9000 for the kick support. I set the goal already for tonight, but nothing to read out. I'm going to start bringing out the Dark Side Phil begging puppet, I guess. Yeah. Here we have Kirky95. Unfortunately, new grifters will come along and replace the old ones. In many cases, they'll use the old ones as examples to prove they're the real deal this time, and people will love it. Yeah, Pig Monsters talking about herpes. No. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I have one more piece to read here, and I apologize, it's a little dry. We'll get to the video next. But I want to put some things on the record about Ismael Perez. And you guys remember him. He's the guy who had all of Superman's powers, and he saved the multiverse. I think he was watching too many Marvel movies and reading too many comic books. So tonight we'll be talking, my friends, about Ismael Perez and the Galactic Grift. Tonight I'm going to offer a little bit of a scholarly autopsy of a super soldier, super scamming the crowd at carnival and of contemporary conspiracy spirituality, where every self-proclaimed whistleblower arrives bearing downloads from Pleiadian overlords and promises of imminent ascension. Few figures, have achieved the sublime absurdity of Ismael Perez, a man who once strutted onto podcasts as a radiant guardian ultra soldier, equipped with full Superman powers, flight, teleportation, gravity control. I guess he had the whole Kryptonian starter pack. But he's since pivoted to selling starseed cosmology courses and suspiciously timed supplements while quietly toning down the Cape Crusader resume. What remains is a textbook case of late stage cosmic entrepreneurship. He has zero evidence, maximal unverifiability, and a profit motive so transparent it could double as a portal to the fifth dimension. Perez's foundational legend or story is pure comic book fan fiction elevated to sacred gnosis. He claims to be a genetically enhanced super soldier. Remember that, genetically enhanced super soldier. It'll be important later when we watch the video. So he claims to be a genetically enhanced super soldier who battled malevolent extraterrestrials across the stars, across the universe, but not just this universe, across multiple universes in the multiverse. And in fact, he claims he helped save the multiverse. And he now serves as an alliance insider, communicating directly with benevolent star beings like Octorians, Pleiadians, and his own galactic self. He claims these benevolent ETs, conveniently revealed as humanity's future selves, have allegedly granted him vivid visions of three competing future timelines, 2026 to 2028 edition, and clued him in on the coming solar flash. Does that sound familiar? David Wilcock pushed the solar flash for years and years and years. This guy's so completely unoriginal. Ismael Perez claims that the solar flash is going to be a galactic core light bomb that will activate dormant 12-strand DNA, trigger mass ascension, and turn the faithful into telepathic, gravity-defying metahumans capable of planetary tourism. All of this naturally without a single corroborating document, record, or even a blurry smartphone photo. The evidentiary standard here is not merely low, my friends, it's achieved negative altitude. Perez offers transmissions and downloads the way other people offer receipts, except there are none. No peer-reviewed studies on 12-strand DNA activation, no leaked black budget files confirming his ultra soldier deployments, no independent verification of his Covenant of Pallador or Universal Federation membership cards. When skeptics point this out, the response is usually a Gnostic shrug, claiming it's compartmentalized or you wouldn't understand a higher dimensional perspective. Translation, trust the vibes. Trust me, bro, and buy the book. And buy they do. Ismael Perez's literary output, most notably Our Cosmic Origin, a self-proclaimed Amazon bestseller. He claims it was a bestseller. Okay. And The Secret Government, Invisible Architects serves as both manifesto and a merchandise table. These tomes repackage every greatest hit from the Secret Space Program Greatest Hits album, Reptilian Overlords, Suppressed Galactic History, Timeline Wars, and the eternal struggle between the Brotherhood of Light and the Brotherhood of Darkness. The later predictably descended from biblical Ham and in cahoots with the draconian reptile aliens. These books are not cheap entertainment, my friends. They are gateway drugs to his real revenue stream. Online courses in starseed cosmology offered through the Mystic Arts website he operates, where participants presumably learn to unlock the very superpowers Perez once claimed as his exclusive birthright. Spots fill up months in advance, friends. Merchandise, live streams, and special presentation at events like Conscious Life Expo complete the ecosystem. The grift reaches its purest expression in the supplement racket. Exposés have highlighted Perez peddling products with medically dubious claims, spike protein detox formulas, and other miracle elixirs that conveniently arrived just as his super soldier origin story began attracting unwanted scrutiny. Critics note he has since walked back his most flamboyant claims. No more casual mentions of his interstellar dogfights or multiverse-saving heroics with Superman powers on the official website. This is a classic damage control maneuver to anyone who has watched a New Age empire wobble. Then there was his failed prophecies. Just like David Wilcock, this guy gets all of his prophecies wrong. These are the cosmic equivalent of a weather app that confidently predicts sunshine every single day while it pours. Perez has floated specific windows for the solar flash, first wave of ascension by mid-2025, and grand timeline fluctuations between 2026 and 2028. As those dates slime harmlessly into the rearview mirror with nary a DNA upgrade in sight, the narrative just shifts. We're on the positive timeline now, or the galactics are adjusting the schedule. Believers are left clutching crystals and credit card statements while Perez, scammer that he is, pivots to the next interview circuit. Ever the unflappable galactic historian. But what makes the Ismael Perez phenomenon especially despicable, in my opinion, is his brazen recycling. He didn't invent the super soldier or alliance insider tropes. He simply reupholstered them with fresher cosmic upholstery and more marketable personal brand. The result is a clown car of unverifiable nonsense careening through the same echo chambers once occupied by earlier disgraced luminaries like Corey Goode and David Wilcock. Yet the marks keep queuing up. The wallets keep opening. The purses keep opening from people desperate for the next hit of hopium, or as I like to call it, hope porn. After all, who needs boring old evidence when you can have a front row seat to the ascension of every human on planet Earth, available in convenient monthly installments? So, Ismael Perez, my friends, is not a whistleblower. He's not a soldier, let alone an ultra soldier or super soldier. And I challenge him, show us your superpowers. Come on, you said you had all of Superman's powers. Show us your heat vision, or I don't know, show us your super speed, something. He's not even a particularly inventive storyteller or fabulist. He is remarkably efficient content entrepreneur operating in a marketplace that actually rewards audacity over actual accuracy. His entire narrative collapses under the gentlest breeze of skepticism. Yet it persists because the product being sold is not truth. It is belonging, excitement, and the delicious fantasy that you too can become a superhuman once you finish the course and send $99 to his PayPal. In the end, Ismael Perez's greatest superpower is not flight or multiversal salvation. It is his ability to transform other people's longing, other people's hopelessness and longing for meaning into recurring revenue for himself without ever having to produce a single verifiable fact. The solar flash may never arrive, friends, but the cash flow, it seems, is eternal. So I say to my friends, before you buy any shit from this charlatan, caveat emptor, buyer beware. The only thing ascending here is his bank account. All right, friends. And we'll get to the super chats. Tim Curley with one for the goal. Who wins a secret space super soldier cage match? Ismael Perez or Corey Goode? Well, Corey Goode is such a pussy. Here's one thing I'll say I'll say something nice about Ismael Perez. At least he looks like he's got the physique of a superhero. He's got a very V-shaped, the guy's muscular. He's in great shape, right? And he's always got a bunch of hot bitches around him. I don't know what that's about. Maybe marketing, but the girls around him are basically like dumb as shit. They're like retarded crystal hippie bitches. So they look good, but they're dumb as shit. I couldn't stand to be around women like that, but God bless them. But thank you, Tim Curley, for your kindness, generosity, and support. And then we've got little Uzi Jacuzzi. Glad to see you back and well after your procedure. Thanks for the work you do, Stephen. Well, my pleasure, and I'm so glad to be here. You know that saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone, and health is very important, little Uzi Jacuzzi. So I'm going to be taking some time to work on my health every day, whether I need to or not. Just, maintenance, right? One second here. Let's get to the video. And I am going to put my fair use banner up because I think Ismael Perez is he's a flagget. He's one of those people, filing false copyright claims. He doesn't like criticism. But he is welcome to come here and show everybody his superpowers. I doubt that he will. That's the thing with some of these guys. They're such pussies and they're such weasels. Like they do shit behind, get a bunch of sock accounts to come attack me on Twitter, but they won't attack me with their own Twitter account because they're pussies. They're intellectual weaklings and they know they're frauds and scammers, right? But I tend to piss some of those people off with some of my shows here. So they come after me with nonsense like false copyright claims or whatever. I just want to say and put on the record, the purpose of tonight's broadcast is not to harass anybody, cause anybody emotional distress, or make them cry, or affect anybody's income. Though if somebody, exposing what you're doing is scammy or a scam affects your income, then maybe it should. Mr. Perez is selling supplements that he claims cleans out if you got the shot. And you guys know what I mean, right? A lot of people have a lot of fear about taking that government sponsored remedy. So he's selling supplements that he says on his live streams. We've caught him a bunch of times saying that these will get rid of that out of your body. No, they won't. No, they won't. Supplements can't do that. And the supplements he sells is from a scammy company. And we have covered that previously, so we're not going to waste time on his scam supplements. Today, we're going to waste time on his scam courses and his scammy courses and alliance updates and books. And by the way, I have no problem with somebody writing fan fiction, but they should acknowledge that it's fiction and not pretend that what they're selling is reality, because it's the furthest thing from reality I have ever seen, to be clear, to be honest. All right. And this is his latest live stream, which somebody sent me. And by the way, they know who they are, and thank them very much. One moment here. All right, we're going to cite fair use. This is a transformative work. We're educating the public. So I started the show explaining to you that the whole idea of the alliance came from Pete Peterson, who we know was a complete and total fraud. So Ismael Perez, every time you do something and call it an alliance update, what you're saying is that you're so fucking stupid you don't know that the alliance came from a completely fake doctor with a fake education and fake degrees and a fake work history, who faked working for Ronald Reagan, who faked working for the Russian equivalent of NASA, who faked beating Apple Computer and Commodore Computer to market, who faked the government, men in black, attacking his home and throwing all of his stuff in a dumpster. You're saying that you don't know that this whole alliance thing that you're selling, you're fucking retards. If you follow Ismael Perez, you may be retarded. And I'm sorry to be that bold, and I know people don't like that word, but in order to believe this guy, you basically have to be retarded. A normal person will go, wait a minute, this guy said he had Superman powers and he saved the multiverse? Then everything else he says after that doesn't matter, because that's ridiculous, saying that he had Superman powers and he saved the multiverse. And of course, he can't show us any of his superpowers. Isn't that interesting? Right? So every time, Ismael, you sell something related to the alliance to your retarded followers, what you're saying is that you're also retarded and that you can't do a 2-minute Google search to come up with who originated this alliance idea. The word alliance, the concept of the alliance, it all came from Pete Peterson, and David Wilcock ran with it. But this isn't the first time that Ismael Perez has ripped off David Wilcock. Oh, gee, a major solar event that makes us all get superpowers. Where have we heard that before, Ismael Perez? That's stolen directly from David Wilcock. But, to be fair, I'm sure David Wilcock just stole that from somebody else. These people, listen, these people are scammers. They're grifters. They don't get into this because they're particularly creative or hardworking people, right? If they were, they'd get a job, not just scam people with fake space fiction stories, right? But let's get into it.
Grand Rising Soul Tribe.
Yeah, and there's a very parasocial thing that this guy does. Is like, oh, my tribe is here with me. It's love bombing and making people feel like they belong to something that are desperate, stupid people. Because I'm sorry, you have to be a desperate or a stupid person to listen to this guy. This guy is completely and totally ridiculous. He's more fantastical than Corey Good and David Wilcock put together, if you could believe that. Trolley, troll, with one for the goal. You should get a workout machine like DSP, and I'm sure you could figure out something to do with the wood pallet it comes on. Yeah, every once in a while I think about getting a machine, but then I know what it's going to turn out to be, a coat hanger. Yeah, my wife has bought a bunch of different stuff. They always turn into coat hangers eventually, and nobody uses them, so I'm hesitant to do that. Mostly, I like to just go hiking or, take a walk for an hour. That's good enough exercise for me. I don't want anything too strenuous.
I took a day off. I didn't broadcast this past Saturday. I know some people were thinking that I was going live, but I did mention it on Thursday that I wasn't going to go live this Saturday.
Yeah, he works so hard one day a week that he needed that day off, guys.
So there's a lot to cover today, guys. And a lot of this has to do with some of the information that was uncovered by Tulsi Gabbard.
And it's Gabbard. You can't even see what I mean. He gets ChatGPT to write him scripts, and then he can't even pronounce the words in the fucking script. At least read the script before you go live and read it. But Tulsi Gabbard? Nobody says Tulsi Gabbard. Have you heard anybody say Tulsi Gabbard? Every newscaster on television, Gabbard. Joe Rogan, Gabbard. Nobody calls her Gabbard. Why are you calling her Gabbard? Could it be because you're retard? Maybe, yeah.
And you guys are going to love what I have to say and what she is going to be dropping pretty soon. And also, I do have an update regarding the gold at Fort Knox. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. I took that opportunity
to rest, right from the beginning,
and get connected to source, or at least ground myself as I was overworking. So now the Galactics have me on this.
This guy does like one live stream a week. He was overworking himself. Does this sound familiar? Just like this guy complains, just like Wilcock, about how hard he works on all this. This guy writes a script with ChatGPT 5 minutes before he goes live. That's the extent of his work.
Schedule where after a couple weeks of broadcasting 3 times a week, they want me to take every third Saturday off just to kind of relax.
The aliens want him to have a day off. That's what he's saying here, this moron.
And do some take some me time, right? We all need that. If you guys are wondering about my shirt.
Yeah, he's appropriately wearing a clown shirt with a lion on it. It's like a clown colored, I don't know, it looks like a clown shirt to me, which I think is entirely appropriate for this space clown.
As you know, 4th of July is just around the corner. So I decided to get a shirt that not only represents freedom, but is also symbolized by the lion, which is the tribe of Judah, the lineage of King David. So that is
King David, sound familiar? David Wilcock loved King David and talked about him frequently. This guy is a bad fanboy that was like, if these guys are making money, I can make money too.
Is my patriotic shirt for you guys today on this.
And you know what this reminds me of?
And yes, today's the 1st of June.
This grifter business reminds me of the music business. You remember when like a band would become extremely popular, like Motley Crue, then there would be all these copycats like Poison and Warren, and they just got watered down after watered down after watered down copycats. That's what we're into right now with the secret space clowns and the super soldier clowns. They're just copies of copies of copies. I guess they don't want to do anything original. They want to make sure that what they're doing, resonates with the retards. So they got to pick up where the other retards, gave up or whatever.
2026, and you know it, we're still on a positive timeline trajectory. All right, so
well, that's good news.
2 things before I get right into it. First of all, I want to extend gratitude to all of you. Again, guys, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be broadcasting. I wouldn't have an audience to even talk to.
Yeah, you'd be homeless, and you would be a homeless, starving homeless man with no money. This guy has no job. All he does is grift off of vulnerable, stupid people. That's what he does. And I'm sorry, but if all you do in your life is grift off of lonely, vulnerable people and offer them fake nonsense, then you are a scumbag. You are a dirtball. Right? Oh, but gratitude to you guys for putting food in my mouth and keeping a roof over my head. You know, gratitude.
Regarding all of this information. So,
Oh, you mean all this fake, unverifiable nonsense information? What information? Like the information that you're Superman, you asshole?
from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every single one of you guys so deeply. Second of all,
Yeah, thank you for all the free money, you bunch of morons. Thank you for the free money, morons.
I wanted to remind you guys that my new set of classes began this coming week.
2 minutes into his live stream, and the pitch to buy shit already begun. Already has begun. He's only 2 minutes in, and he's already like, buy my shit, morons. Come on. But I was just saying thank you for buying my shit, but now I'm going to remind you to buy my shit some more. Come on, morons. Buy my crap, right? Come on, you morons. We're 2 minutes in. Nobody bought my crap in 2 minutes. I got to pitch it hard, right? He does this every live stream, pitches his nonsense.
Again, that'll be either on a Saturday or Sunday, and I still have room for I think there's only 2 spots for Ascension 3.0 and a few other spots for the other.
Yeah, and that's another thing. He does the same deceptive marketing that David Wilcock does. Artificial scarcity. Oh, there's only 2 spots left. As if somebody's going to give him the money, he's going to turn them away. No, he's not going to turn them away, in my opinion.
3 classes. And again, my classes are inexpensive. I made them affordable, only $100.
Only
for valuable information.
That's discount bullshit, friends. It's only $100 instead of $333 as is usual, right?
Information. And yeah, I can't wait to meet some of the new Galactic Jedis this coming weekend.
Oh, that's another thing. He calls his students Galactic Jedis, right? Like he's a Jedi master, and he's going to teach you the ways of the Force. It's so stupid and childish. Who signs up for this? Who's got $100 to give this clown moron?
With these new courses, so they're still up for grab, and I believe the deadline will be Thursday. That's when.
Oh yeah, a deadline for signing up. Just like David Wilcock would have those countdowns on his website, and then the countdown would just reset when it got to 0. And by the way, that type of marketing is illegal. That's consumer fraud, Ismael Perez.
Courses will be ended as far as signing up is concerned, of course. But in either case, I also wanted to say, disclaimer, I am not a doctor, but I do believe in the process of eliminating the nanobots and, of course, the graphene oxide in the human body. So I strongly believe in folium, which is what I've been taking, and apparently a lot.
Here's the scam supplement pitch. And he stopped saying that it will rid you of the COVID shot because of our coverage, because he knew that he was going to get in trouble with the FDA for making those claims. And actually, he could lose his YouTube channel for making false medical claims on YouTube. He's not a doctor. He's not a pharmacologist. He has no education in this. And he's telling people, he was, up until recently, telling people, just buy this supplement if you took that shot, and this will get rid of it. It'll rid it from your body. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
A lot of you guys have as well. Thank you also.
He softened the pitch to avoid legal problems. Smart guy.
So for all of the testimonials.
Not that smart.
That I'm getting through emails and, of course, through Bobry. And so for those of you guys that want to eliminate the nanoparticulates, the metals, the radiation, so that the natural healing process of your body could take effect.
He's telling you that a folium supplement can eliminate radiation from your body and nanoparticles, whatever that means.
The link is always in the description. And of course, I always pin it at the end of the presentation. All right. Yeah. With that having been said, I think I'm going to get right into it. So, Tulsi Gabbard, guys.
Tulsi Gabbard. He can't even say the name of the woman that his live stream is about. Can you say moron? Moron. He's a moron, this guy.
is going to be a huge proponent when it comes to the disclosure of declassified documents and information. And in just a few days, she has uncovered evidence regarding that the moon is a data storage facility for extraterrestrial races. She discovered it a few days ago. And
Tulsi Gabbard discovered that the moon is a data center for extraterrestrial races. Where did you get that? I didn't see that on CNN or Fox News or MSNBC or NBC or CBS. No, nobody in the mainstream news is recording that. Matthias with one for the goal. This clown looks like a Street Fighter character reject loser. Yes, he does. He does, actually. You're right. You're right. He does. He looks like a cast off that didn't make the cast of Street Fighter game, right, Matthias? But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and big support. Let's continue.
I was excited about that because she's going to go public about everything. You know, she's got a.
And what's he going to do when Tulsi Gabbard never goes public saying that the moon is a data center for aliens? He's just going to pretend he never said that, like all these other grifters. They never circle back to their failed bullshit. They just shovel new bullshit at people, and people forget that they said that. I mean, also, didn't Tulsi Gabbard just resign? So where's she getting classified documents from?
Strong, right?
Don't let things like facts or, history or evidence get in the way of a good bullshit story you could sell along with your scammy supplements that don't do what you claim, right?
Just moral upbringing mentality. So she believes that anything that needs to be known to the general public should be known. And of course, we don't have a deep state trying to pull her strings or trying to pay her off.
Well, she just resigned. So,
and even if they tried, Tulsi's ethical integrity.
And here's another thing that may not be related. Some people might not think this is relevant, but I do. Tulsi Gabbard resigned her job with the government because her husband, I think he has cancer or some maybe terminal illness or disease. So, hey, Ismael Perez, Mr. Love and Light asshole, like maybe Tulsi Gabbard has enough to dealing with her spouse, the love of her life, who may be dying. And she doesn't need an idiot like you going on YouTube and putting words in her mouth that she never said. Show us a quote of her saying this shit. He can't, and he won't, because he just makes this shit up. He just made this up. There's no source anywhere that says Tulsi Gabbard says the moon is a alien data center for extraterrestrials. There's no source on that anywhere on the internet. And as crazy as it is, I looked everywhere. So where are you getting this from, Ismael Perez? Oh, that's right. You're getting it from the land of make-believe because you're a scammer. And this is what you do. You make up fake shit and you use people. You're using Tulsi Gabbard right now, who's having a tough time, just resigned from her job. Her spouse may be dying. And here you are lying, saying that she said something that she never said. These people have we've seen it. These people have no conscience. They have no ethics. They have no sense of morality whatsoever. Michael Sala's out there saying that Amy Eskridge is still alive. She unalived herself not long ago. And her family specifically said, please don't involve her in all these conspiracies. Let her rest in peace. And there's assholes like Michael Sala out there. In order to sell a $50 webinar, he needed a big, juicy story. So he said that girl's still alive, running an anti-gravity program at some base. And what was his source for that? An anonymous text message and a remote viewer. Great. These people have no ethics. And that's why, people get mad at me. But when I tell you that these people are scummy, scumbag degenerates, there's evidence to support that they're scummy, scumbag degenerates. Things like this. Michael Sala is willing to traumatize a grieving family who just tragically lost a daughter, a sister, right? A cousin, a friend, to an unaliving event. Michael Sala doesn't care about her family as long as he can get his $50 for that webinar. Same with this clown. The lady just resigned. Her husband may be dying. And here you are weaving her into your extraterrestrial alien fantasies like the scumball that you are, the dirtball that you are. I mean, can you just leave her alone and let her deal with her family issues? Let her go help her husband who's having medical issues and maybe very serious ones? I just don't. I have no patience left for these people. And, I get comments sometimes like, well, the factual reporting is good, but you let things get personal. No, it becomes personal when I realize the extent of the depravity and the degenerate nature of these scammers, these grifters. They don't care who they hurt as long as they get their fucking money. Well, I hope you made a lot of money off this live stream lying about Tulsi Gabbard, you asshole. Congratulations.
Would of course deny all of that, okay, or at least not, she won't be sold out. So publicly, she has already made statements regarding intelligence from another world, UAPs, of course, and now she
show
has
us the quotes.
Evidence that the moon has functioned as an alien archive, which I believe if that comes out,
where's the quote, you asshole? Show us where she said that.
The implications of such disclosure entails a lot of different things, of course. And according to emerging evidence within the classified records, the moon represents
what emerging evidence? Put the document that you're talking about that was recently declassified on the screen. And again, watch as he's reading this script. This is a Chat GPT script, Ismael Perez. And you know how I know that? I know that because I have a background in computer science and I took the transcription of everything that you read and I can detect that it was made with Chat GPT or another language model. You didn't write this.
Something far more significant. And, of course, the Alliance has known this for quite some time. They just need it.
He does what Trump does too. Like he'll read the script, but then he goes off for a sentence and then he comes back to the script.
A person who had morality, a good sense of ethical integrity to, of course, do the right thing. So Alliance analysts have long speculated that our lunar...
Alliance analysts? You mean Pete Peterson's Alliance? The guy that was a fake doctor that came up with the Alliance, you moron? You complete and total lunatic moron that does no research? Maybe you should tell your audience that the whole idea of the Alliance came from a fake doctor with fake college degrees and a fake resume who claimed he worked for Ronald Reagan but never did. And by the way, I did that research, Ismael Perez, on that guy. We know he never worked for the Ronald Reagan administration because there's no mention of him in the Ronald Reagan library. And I have letters from the archivist to prove that. So you're talking about the Alliance, which came from Pete Peterson, that is a complete and total fraud who lied about working for a president. Congratulations, you moron who does no research.
Our companion serves multiple purposes beyond those currently acknowledged by, of course, conventional science. And one of the most extraordinary hypotheses that I believe is a fact.
I don't know what's going on with that gray patch. Why would you get rid of that, though?
Functions as an ancient repository of information. A cosmic archive preserving records from multiple civilizations that have gone, risen, and fallen here on the earth, right? And then according to
Tim
this
Curley,
drop,
he knows the real pronunciation of Tulsi Gabbard's last name, Gabbard.
Recognize the cyclical nature of course, what they called resets, cosmic resets, unlike, of course, the Cabal's way of resetting. There are these things called cosmic resets, entailing, of course, the rise and fall of civilizations throughout history.
And you could tell that the ChatGPT is writing the script above this guy's like normal vocabulary.
When they flourished, and when they disappeared, and so on and so forth. So to preserve knowledge through these cycles, vast storage systems were established throughout the cosmos.
To preserve knowledge, come on. This guy didn't write this.
And of course, you guys know, for those that have been taking my classes and listening to me for a few years, you know that the moon has been an artificial construct.
It's an artificial construct. Says who?
a data harvesting center.
Oh, it's a data harvesting center too. I thought it was a data archive center. Now it's a harvesting center. Like, get the story straight. Or are you just mixing every moon conspiracy you could find on the internet together?
Was placed here long ago by extraterrestrials, right? And so recently, a lot of research have been speculating that the moon also contains.
He meant to say researchers. He can't even read right. A lot of research has been speculating. Research speculates? Ismael Perez? Come on, dude. Do a better job. If you're going to be a grifter, be a better grifter. You scumbag.
Not only archives regarding different civilizations that have been here prior to this one, but also they recognize it that it is not a natural satellite. They've done tests on it.
Who's done tests on it? Come on. Every astronomer, every astrophysicist on Earth is wrong, but Ismael Perez is right, and the moon is an artificial satellite. Every astronomer on Earth is wrong, but you're right, Mr. Super Soldier Grifter? Come on, bro.
Because of the fact that the moon is envisioned as a gigantic type of artificial library or celestial library that was designed to preserve historical, cultural, and even technological records across.
Where are they preserving all these records on the moon? Because you moron, there's Chinese lunar satellites, there's Russian lunar satellites, there's American lunar satellites. I think there's even an Indian lunar satellite. And they've imaged every inch of the moon. There's no structures. Where are they storing all these archives then? There's always a little problem when you get into things like facts and science with this level of retardation. Oh no, it's a huge archive of they're storing all of humanity's history there. Where, you moron? There's nothing there but sand and dust, you moron.
Immense spans of time when you really think about it. So within this scenario, the archive would not function like a conventional computer either. Okay. Instead, it would utilize forms of information storage far beyond current human capabilities.
Oh, of course, they're using alien technology. They're not using, USB thumb drives and, yeah.
In other words, they would have to.
I bet you it's going to be crystals. I'm betting they're using crystal storage technology or quantum bullshit. Let's see what he says.
Implement what is known as quantum crystals, holographic.
Quantum and crystals. God, I'm a genius.
Data fields.
I swear I didn't listen to this whole thing. I knew it. These guys they use quantum crystals. What does quantum crystals even mean? Explain it to us, Ismael. Because no offense, but you're about as dumb as a second grader. You don't know what the word quantum even means. And you don't know what a crystal is, except as an attractant to crystal hippie bitches. Oh, crystal hippie bitches love these crystals. Let me put a bunch of them around me.
And of course, consciousness responsive interfaces in order to extract some of the data that has been held within the moon for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And such systems would actually allow information to remain intact for millions and even billions of years.
Wow, that's some technology. Billions of years of storage.
Under the arm, of course, of the Alliance and
the Alliance. Again, you're mentioning an artificial, fictional, fake thing invented by a fake doctor, you moron. The Alliance isn't real. It wasn't real when David Wilcock peddled it. It wasn't real when Corey Good peddled it. And it's not real now that you're peddling it, you moron.
Positive Secret Space Program, who has recently recovered the Lunar Operating Command and, of course, have purged the negative ETs that were existing inside the moon. As the
quantum crystal meth, yes.
Alliance sources suggest records from numerous civilizations are stored within these.
Who are the Alliance sources? Name them so we can check if they said this. This is literally just stuff from the ether, like stuff from his own imagination. He's got no sources whatsoever. He's just making all this shit up.
Not just the moon, of course. They're also saying that There's a lot of data centers or data harvesting systems that were apparently discovered throughout our entire solar system, including the history of worlds and planets that existed millions of years ago that are now.
Okay, so there's data centers all over the solar system, but nobody can see them but him. Can you see the data centers now, Ismael? This guy sounds like a lunatic, like he's ready for a new room and a new jacket, a straight jacket and a rubber room. That's what he's ready for.
Now the Kuiper and what we call the asteroid belt. And so all of this is coming to light, my friends. So I'm telling you guys, this disclosure is not just about releasing the truth about UFOs and non-terrestrial.
Oh, that's another thing he's promising people. Disclosure is coming soon. Sound familiar? What a bad David Wilcock ripoff this guy is. Like,
but it's about releasing the truth about the secret history.
How long do you think it's going to be before he starts talking about getting butt banged by reptilians?
History of our solar system, the galaxy, and hence the universe. So this is going to end what they call the Great Secrecy. And so in order to access to it, or have access to it, would represent one of the most.
He's so lazy he doesn't proofread the script that the AI gives him before he reads it. This monkey puppet, right? You could get a puppet to do this better than him.
Significant discoveries, of course, in human history. And this includes knowledge concerning ancient civilizations, cosmic history, human origins, and of course, a lot of advanced technologies, interstellar travel, and the evolution of consciousness. And that would fundamentally alter humanity's understanding of itself. So,
yeah, everything's going to change, friends. Everything's going to change in just a short time. Sound familiar?
This unfolding scenario, the governments throughout the world are getting ready to, prepare to face this unprecedented dilemma.
You're right, JLW.
Because of the fact that
he might have a hand up his ass like a puppet.
Every few weeks, they are again releasing new documents. Okay, so this is what they call
could be Kirky 95,
unfoldment. And according to Alliance analysts, they believe that humanity is entering an age in which long-standing mysteries
should unbutton his shirt.
Space,
get them old ladies hot, right?
Consciousness
that are
and even
watching
unexplained phenomena will increasingly become subjects
Absolutely.
of mainstream investigation.
He demands to be taken seriously.
What is important to understand here is that the moon
super duper pooper scooper
is first of all an artificial construct, right? It was a replacement of the original
front
moon,
up and popping open is pretty
they destroyed
stylish
in the galactic wars. But this moon is also known as an ancient observatory.
SSP stands for Secret Space Program.
Tulsi Gabbard just recently.
Tusley. He just called her Tusley. Tusley Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. He can't even say the girl's name that the live stream is about. That's how stupid this guy is. Like, I really think that maybe the girl who also strikes me like she's retarded is the smarter of the two and like does the chat GPT script for him, but then he's too dumb to fucking read it. Oh man, you can't make this shit up.
I have to say that it was done deliberately. I think the Alliance gave her access to some of these documents, knowing
the fake Alliance gave Tulsi Gabbard. He can't even say her name. Tulsi Gabbard, Tisley. He couldn't even recall her first name earlier.
How she is. So this is good. And so what's cool about this is that humanity's curiosity, as they continue to release more documents, humanity's curiosity will continue to grow. Okay, so this is coming from a Operation Summer Revelation.
And again, they take a little bit of truth and mix all their bullshit around it. Yes, the government is releasing documents. Yes, the government is releasing videos, but they're all have nothing to do with any of the shit that he's saying. They're releasing like old NASA documents that have already been declassified and released for decades. They're not releasing anything about the moon being a data center or whatever. He's just weaving in the government disclosures so that, oh, well, the next disclosure may be about this stuff. No, it's not going to be about any of this because this is pure fiction.
Subject matter, potential high impact disclosure event associated with Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Declassified for public awareness.
What's with the girl that works with him? Why wouldn't she say, it's Gabbard, you dumbass? It's Gabbard, not Gabbard, you dumbass. She's just going to let him call her Tulsi Gabbard for an hour and 15 minutes?
The executive summary is this.
The executive summary. He can't even say the word summary. This guy's so stupid. I'm sorry, but you're not getting ascension from a guy this fucking stupid. This guy is dumb as rocks.
Science monitoring divisions are tracking increasing speculation surrounding a high-impact information release that many insiders and even independent researchers have labeled as
independent researchers?
The greatest Y-hat drop in history. Okay,
Y-hat drop? It's a Y-hat drop.
The summary is this. Alliance monitoring divisions are tracking increasing speculation surrounding a high-impact information release that many insiders and even independent researchers.
Notice he doesn't name any researchers or insiders. He's just going to tell you. It's a trust me, bro story.
Have labeled as the greatest Y-hat drop in.
He just called it a Y-hat drop. A Y-hat drop. What's a Y-hat? What's a Y-hat, Ismael Perez? Did you mean white hat? You can't even read off the script. You're such a monkey and a dummy. You can't read the word white. It's white hat. I know the Q-tard nonsense better than you. There's no such thing as a Y-hat drop. It's a white hat drop, you moron. Do you see what I mean? He can't even read the script. So how are we expected to believe that he wrote the script? If he can't read the script, he didn't write the script, my friends. And yes,
history. Even
if you write a script, you'll stumble over your words occasionally, but you're able to say the words in the script. He can't even say Tulsi Gabbard right. He can't say white hat right. He's dumb as rocks, this clown.
Okay, so the focus of current attention centers around former Congresswoman and now military intelligence officer Tulsi Gabbard, who has emerged.
Tulsi Gabbard. He can't say Tulsi Gabbard. He's calling her Tulsi Gabbard. How the hell are we supposed to believe that you wrote this script? Are you telling me that you're writing her name out correctly? And just from memory, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. That's her name, not Tulsi Gabbard. Like, am I wrong here? Let me know what you think in the live chat. Did this guy write this script, or is this moron reading a ChatGPT script that somebody else prompted? He can't even say her name. He's calling her Tulsi Gabbard. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I right that this guy is just a puppet? This guy may be a deep state puppet or something. Like, he's a decent looking guy. He's kind of charismatic. The crystal hippie bitches will like him. Just give him a script and get him out there and tell him to read it. Well, you need somebody that's literate enough to read. He can't even read, this guy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the live chat. Am I wrong? He's saying Tulsi Gabbard. He can't say Tulsi Gabbard, but we're supposed to believe that he wrote this entire script about this big disclosure coming from her. I don't buy it. You're too dumb for this. You're not smart enough to be pulling this off. You're not smart enough to pull this off, Ismael.
As one of the most vocal critics of government secrecy, intelligence overreach, and even media manipulation, and of course, unelected power structures operating behind the scenes. Well, with no official confirmation existing yet regarding this coordinated disclosure operation, intelligence suggests that public demand for transparency is also reaching a critical threshold. Multiple information stream points towards a period of accelerated revelations involving government programs. And in a little bit, I'm going to go over some of these programs,
Oh, great.
intelligence operations, and of course, censorship mechanisms, not to mention geopolitical manipulation and potentially classified technologies that would
classified tech
change our worlds within days of revelation. So,
we're going to get classified technology. Does that sound familiar? It's like this guy just stole David Wilcock's whole script, but he's doing it badly.
Alliance analysts assess that.
Who's the Alliance analyst? You know that the Alliance came from Pete Peterson, who was a complete total con artist fraud. So does a con artist fraud have his own analysts in his fake stories? What analysts? And notice he hasn't named one person. He just keeps saying things like many prominent researchers, many Alliance insiders to give the story credibility, as if there's all these people behind the story, but we're not allowed to know any of their names.
Humanity is entering a phase where information, once compartmentalized with elite
He can't say compartmentalized.
institutions, is becoming increasingly difficult to contain. According to Alliance projections.
Now they have projection. They have people making projections. They have analysts. They have insiders. Can we talk to any of them? Of course not, because they all come from the same place that his superpowers come from. The land of make-believe.
This is what they believe, that public trust and legacy institutions continue to decline. I am so sorry, guys. I am beginning to sweat. Can you please turn on the air conditioner?
Yeah.
Thank you. While demand to transparency also continues to rise.
He's starting to sweat.
He's
starting to sweat because it's so difficult to read a script that he didn't write.
Whistleblower activity that continues to increase. And declassification efforts, they're all accelerating at this time, guys. So it's inevitable, right? On this positive timeline trajectory, this is all inevitable. And finally, but not least, guys, alternative media audiences continue expanding globally. So yeah, channels like myself, truther channels, or alternative, let's just call it social media, that are revealing, dropping information, exposing the truth. It's growing. And as
I always love that these guys claim that they're bringing people the truth by lying to them. You're not even being honest about who writes your scripts, but you're going to bring us the truth. Come on, bro. You're not bringing anybody the truth.
Mentioned last week, this is probably in direct proportion to about 200 to 300 people waking up every minute of the day, which is awesome. Okay. Now, these developments have created what Alliance strategists refer to.
So now we've got Alliance strategists, Alliance analysts, Alliance insiders, Alliance researchers. Boy, this Alliance seems really impressive. Can we meet any of those people? No, we can't meet any of these Alliance employees.
As a disclosure convergent event, the point at which multiple streams of hidden information will begin surfacing simultaneously. Okay, the true meaning of apocalypse, the great reveal. So some of you guys are thinking, well, why Tulsi? I can never pronounce her name for the life of me.
Yeah, we know. You're 15 minutes in. You haven't said her name right once. At least if you're going to make a video about a woman, you moron, you could go to Google. Look, you could go to Google right now, right? Watch. I'll go to Google right now, and you can ask Google, how do you pronounce, I'm sorry to nitpick it like this, but come on. How do you pronounce Tulsi Gabbard? Look at that. It'll tell you how to pronounce Tulsi Gabbard. Or you go to a YouTube video that'll tell you how to pronounce her name. But this guy couldn't be bothered. He made a whole video about her. He couldn't be bothered to even pronounce her name right. Remember when I said how lazy grifters are? Some more than others. This guy is one of the laziest ones that I've ever seen. I used to think David Wilcock was, because all he did was make, 100 slides of nonsense, and he thought that was good enough for a show. This guy just goes to ChatGPT, write me a bunch of fan fiction about disclosure coming in Tulsi Gabbard, and then he reads it.
Why
badly?
Tulsi Gabbard. Why is she the one? Well,
we're going to have to go through this whole video and clip together every time he mispronounced her name.
She's been
Spooky. Get on that.
You know, the Alliance have been looking at her for quite some time as a perfect candidate for this. Okay.
And the Alliance are going to save the world. And he's part of the Alliance. He's one of their top Alliance insiders, but he can't say the girl's name.
According to
can't even pronounce her name.
Their reports, several reasons why they have picked Tulsi Gabbard, and that is because of the fact
Tulsi Gabbard.
When you look at her background, okay, as a military,
it's like he's never has he never watched the news? You know, anytime she's on the news, somebody says her name and says it right. It's like he never even heard her name. He's just reading it from the text and he doesn't know how to say it.
The officer and former member of Congress, who was never bought out by the deep state, by the way. Gabbard possesses firsthand exposure to national security operations and intelligence.
Yeah, well, she was the head of the Defense Intelligence Agency, so of course that part is true.
Not to mention, throughout her political career, she consistently challenged military interventions and questioned official narratives surrounding foreign conflicts. So she's obviously been very well aware of the corruption regarding the deep state. Okay, not to mention,
I'm going to get to Tulsi Gabbard's representative. Somebody's got to work for her and comment on this lunatic saying all this shit about her. And I, you know, knowing people a little bit, like, people don't like when you're going to weave conspiracy theories and mispronounce their name for 20 minutes straight.
Gabbard has repeatedly warned about government overreach.
Where's the girl that helps him? Like, why isn't she saying, like, it's Gabbard, you asshole? Stop saying Gabbard. It's Gabbard.
Surveillance systems, information control, intelligence abuses, publicly weaponization of institutions, or rather political weaponizations of institutions. And so outside traditional political structures, Gabbard's influence has continued expanding among audiences seeking alternative perspectives on world events. And
grifter,
according to the Alliance,
physiognomy,
they believe that these factors position her, Gabbard, as a potentially influential voice
Sonic Voyage.
In the disclosure unfolding. So there are potential disclosure categories that
Scooby-Doo's too complicated for him to understand.
Over, that they have anticipated.
Yeah, I don't think he does watch
based
the news.
on looking glass technology. So they want me to share with you guys. Government transparency is what they called category number 1, which is the potential release of records involving
his wife left him. She used to yell at him
intelligence agency
from the sidelines, correcting him.
Foreign influence campaigns, not to mention domestic surveillance programs as well. And then in category 2, they call it the financial systems, the exposure of the central banking influence, the offshore financial networks,
fighting for wakefulness and sobriety
structures, and of course the corporate government partnerships.
He needs more bumps.
And then
that's
category
what the
3, they
is.
call it the media operations.
I'm having a hard time myself, honestly.
Narrative management systems, coordinated messaging campaigns,
this is
information
brutal.
Suppression efforts, and digital censorship mechanism. And so in category 4, they call it.
It's got to be 20 times so far already.
Now,
it's got to be 20 times so far.
This is one of the most discussed areas within disclosure communities, as you all may know, because that involves the possibility of previously classified technological breakthroughs that include advanced energy systems, medical technologies, propulsion systems, and of course, quantum
Sounds good, JLW.
technologies. And so the alliance is forecasting divisions in three possible what they call
maybe that's why he
outcomes.
likes her.
The
He's got the
first one they
same white
call
stripe in his
scenario
hair.
alpha, which is limited disclosure, and I don't think they're going to go with that. This is where institutions release selected information while maintaining control over the broader narrative. Okay, so the result, minimal disruption. And then they also have the second possibility known as the Bravo scenario,
Stealth user,
which is
like
a major
Jeremy.
document
Maybe.
release, such as the truth about the artificial moon and
Clearly
how it's
needs
been
more soy,
gathering, collecting data for thousands of years for extraterrestrials, right? That's going to be part of, if they roll it out in scenario 2, which is a large quantity of previously classified material becoming public, which will result in what they call a significant public debate and, of course, media attention. And the final possibility, they call it the
I don't think he has
scenario.
any idea what he's talking about either, Matthias. So you're in good company.
Would create a cascade effect. Multiple whistleblowers, right, will come out all at the same time. Independent journalists and insiders all releasing information simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a big disclosure event, and it's coming any moment now. We want to take a moment to thank Hate It Locks, who just followed our Kick channel. And I always say, go follow our Kick channel, kick.com/Truth Seeker Show. If you do that during a live broadcast, I give you a big shout out and thank you. And thanks to all the Kick chatters and Kick supporters. Love me some Kick.
And the result of this...
And hey, it's a new month, so let's get some subs, brokies.
This would be rapid acceleration of public awareness and institutional pressure. And all of these possible outcomes together
nobody wanted him to read in school.
Impact. So the alliance observers know
this is his content. He just reads a script that ChatGPT wrote, in my opinion.
Disclosure is not also political. It is also psychological. Why is that? Well, because many individuals are beginning to question.
Yes, the battle for real rather than partial disclosure.
About the government, history, economics.
Pennies away, Winter Soldier.
Our human potential, of course.
Winter Soldier said a penny.
The future of civilization.
Winter Soldier said 2 pennies. Woohoo!
So this process often creates temporary instability followed by...
But Winter Soldier's a sub, so I appreciate your support, Winter Soldier, even though you're throwing pennies at me like I'm some ghetto stripper, you know?
Expanded awareness.
How many times am I going to have to tell that story because of Winter Soldier? You know that story about how I was... I was in a gentleman's club in Philadelphia, and one of the girls bitched that nobody was tipping. And so everybody started throwing change at her, throwing nickels and pennies and shit up on the stage because she bitched that nobody was paying her. It's like, you know, entertainment ain't free. I'm here to entertain, but you guys are supposed to pay for the entertainment. So we all started throwing pennies at her. Not me. I didn't throw pennies at her.
And they are aware of that. And
she picked up the change, though. She must have needed the money.
From a passive acceptance to active inquiry.
Yeah, he does. He sounds like he doesn't even believe what he's talking about. From the
audience perspective, the current period represents more than just a political shift.
My
marks
pleasure.
The emergence of an informed global population, increasingly willing to
the cascade event. Yes,
investigate independently, compare multiple sources.
He looks greasier,
and of course, participate in shaping the future. So, what is known as that the Y hats are planning
it's some girl that works for him.
And I believe, as mentioned,
I believe, as I understand it, he was married and then he had an assistant that was a hot girl, and he broke. And I could be wrong. He's free to correct me. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care about his personal life, but people have told me that he left his wife because he started banging the other girl. But there's still some videos on his channel where you'll see both of them. They're both hot, but they're dumb crystal hippie girls, so who cares, right? But good for him, right? Smash the goal, you poors. No goal, no Arby's. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't had Arby's in a long time, since the last time. Yeah. And that was because of Dark Side Phil. And as I recall, we did Arby's for free just to go Dark Side Phil.
Okay. So, Alliance forecast models have indicated that summer will become a pivotal period in the ongoing disclosure.
Of course.
Primary variable is no longer.
We're going to get disclosure sometime in the summer. And then when it doesn't happen, he'll say we'll get it sometime in the fall. Tales of the Sonic Voyage with one for the goal. This would be great if it had the H-Bomb DSP Kids voice. I mean, epic. We'll see. We're going to start featuring this guy because honestly, it's low-hanging fruit, right?
Whether information will emerge, the primary variable is the speed at which information emerges.
I don't know. We got to start a new series because we don't have the wacky world of Wilcock anymore. Maybe the pathetic world of Perez. I don't know.
And of course, how the institutions choose.
Thank you, Tales of the Sonic Voyage. Much appreciated. Thank you for kindness.
A lot of these institutions are probably going to fall. Okay, so they are aware that if major disclosures of
no, it's all this bad or worse
will likely be remembered.
The Weather Channel
as
disagrees.
a turning point in humanity's relationship with the truth.
Humanity's relationship with the truth. Tim Curley with one for the goal says he's greasy and stupid, but he single-handedly saved the multiverse. Yeah, have some respect for, you should thank him for his service in the secret space program Retarded Avengers, right? No, he was in the Retarded Justice League, right? Because he claimed he had all the powers of Superman plus energy manipulation powers, which is basically like, remember when they split Superman after the death of Superman? They were looking for another big cash out. So they split Superman into red Superman and blue Superman, and he became a being of pure energy. He claimed he had those powers too. So he must be a Superman fan to even know that for a time Superman had energy manipulation powers, right? Thank you, Tim Curley, for your kindness, generosity, and big support of the show. And Son of Boston 1987 just followed our Kick channel. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. And Hated Locks also followed the channel. Thank you for that. Winter Soldier sent through 2 pennies at me. Thank you for that. And we'll continue with the cavalcade of bullshittery that is Ismael Perez.
Transparency and, of course, bringing it back to self-governance. So it is believed that information is power, transparency is liberation, and awareness is the foundation of a free civilization.
This is how I know this is written by an AI. Like, people don't write like this. People don't speak like this.
So this next part of the transmission, guys.
Somebody who's prompting this didn't learn proper prompting. Like, if you really want a lifelike script that sounds like the way people talk, you would instruct it in the prompt to use common speech or colloquial language or whatever. I think that's the correct term for it.
Reveals some of the transmissions or revelations that are going to be coming also forward this summer. And this is coming from an intelligence alliance briefing, classification, scenario analysis, subject, the Stargate.
Yeah, they didn't even put his name. Oh,
interdimensional
Stargate
phenomena, and of course the push for full disclosure. Okay, so according to this intelligence,
are you talking about Lily Nova?
Controversy has
everybody
emerged.
Wants me to cover that girl, but she gets so few views. I'm not going to waste my time on her until she gets a bigger following.
Comments.
I think that's her, Lily Nova. She talks to aliens and Bigfoot and all kinds of shit. And every time she's on a podcast, no matter what somebody mentions, she's like, "Oh yeah, well, somebody will be like, I think I saw a Bigfoot once. Oh, well, I see Bigfoot every week." It's always like a one-up with her.
Representative Lauren
crazy bitch
Boebert regarding classified UFO briefings available only to select members of Congress. According to
she can't say Lauren Boebert either. She said Boebert. He can't even say the names of the people that he's talking about. That's how we know that he's a puppet reading a script from an AI and a lazy slob grifter.
Discussions, some lawmakers have suggested the classified materials containing reference.
One for the goal from Tales of the Sonic Voyage Saying Spooky made me do it. Good. Spooky, tell the brokies and the pores, right? Tell the brokies and the pores to, cough up some cash and praise the cash, bitches. But thank you, Tales of the Sonic Voyage, for your kindness, generosity, and support of the show. Much appreciated.
Natural phenomena, including portals.
She's the star seed. She's the star retard. That's what she is.
And other subjects that remain hidden from the public view. The existence of classified UAP files is no longer a dispute. What remains unknown is the full scope of these files contained. According to Alliance Resources, monitoring the disclosure process, the great divide is no longer between believers and skeptics. The divide is between information available to the public and information restricted behind classified barriers. So for decades, reports have surfaced describing unidentified craft operating beneath the oceans.
Yeah, that's surprising. They keep going.
Large bodies of water without
Starseed or grifter. Well, a Starseed is a grifter.
Military personnel, radar operations, intelligence officials, and even civilians have witnessed or witnesses have all contributed accounts suggesting that certain unidentified objects.
I'm getting dumber just listening to this guy.
Current publicly
I feel like I'm losing brain cells.
Well, even if a fraction of these reports are accurate.
All right, I'm going to fast forward because at 45 minutes or 50 minutes, he starts talking about something interesting. And, of course, reading the super chats. So,
some of the Galactic Jedis that are in the house.
The Galactic Jedis are in his live chat, friends. What a galactic retards, but okay.
All right, so I do want to welcome all 3,000 people that are in the house. Thank you guys.
This guy's got 3,000 live viewers. 3,000 live viewers. To hear him read an AI script where he can't pronounce half the words or the names of any of the people in the script. And he's getting 3,000 live viewers?
So much for being here. And before I open up for Q&A, I do want to give some shout-outs. My glasses for this one.
Okay, remember what I said?
Oh, there we go.
He's a genetically altered superior ultra soldier. He was genetically altered to be the perfect super soldier, ultra soldier. Then why can't he read without reading glasses? Does that make any sense? He's the perfectly engineered, genetically altered super soldier, but he needs a pair of reading glasses to read? That doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? Wouldn't you want a soldier to have perfect 20/20 vision and not need reading glasses? Did they mess up on your engineering, Ismael, or is that bullshit? Is that bullshit? And hey, FPU Soft has been a member for 16 months. He gets a free super chat. I'm gaining brain cells laughing at how stupid he is. Well, there you go, right? Yeah, 3,000 people. Thank you, FPU Soft, and thanks for being a member for 16 months. That's big support. We appreciate you. Thanks for appreciating us. Krosk says to hear him read an AI script badly. Yeah, 3,000 live viewers, right? Maybe he's on Rumble. No, he's on YouTube, right? So those are his super glasses, right? He's gotten loads of predictions wrong. Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the show. He just moves the goalpost every time he gets a prediction wrong. But Mr. Genetically Engineered Super Soldier needs reading glasses. So I call bullshit on his claims of being genetically engineered perfect soldier. You'd want a perfect soldier to have good eyesight, not need reading glasses like an old man.
Nerdy glasses go with my shirt. All right, so I want to welcome Sherry Shoon, Lee Starr, Deb Scott, Leah Renee,
oh boy,
Randy Sullivan.
They're pairing up the retards.
Cave.
3,000. The crazy are everywhere. Yeah,
she must be new. Larry Hansen.
He needs the glasses to blur his vision,
Lisa
as his
Bell
superior genetics
Show
make him see too
Con?
well. Sure. 103,000, morons signed
Clara
up.
J.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I'm going to call out a person who I've never mentioned before.
Mike Hunt.
Cat for Justice. Welcome,
Cat for Justice.
And all 3,000 people there in the house.
Those are his helicopter aviator
All right,
aviator class.
please ask your questions in capital letter so that I could bypass the chat.
Yep, he's even got clown glasses. Yes, he does. The plot holes with these guys is funny, you know. I will say this: normally the guys who claim to be super soldiers are fat pigs. At least this guy looks somewhat healthy.
Thank you, holy ship with an IP at the end. Thank you for that, for the super chat, as well as
people want that hopium fix,
Brown,
the
so
Q-tard hopium fix.
His question is, have you heard about the Indian gangs here in Canada?
Shaver Cooter, yes, you got to bring Shaver Cooter back.
They warned
you got to start trolling his live chat,
foot soldiers to do whatever they want.
He's got clown shows too.
Are
clown
the Alliance going to get rid of them here in every province in Canada? The end a letter to the government. They end a letter to the government. Well, first of all,
there you go, Ambergeddon. Get him.
Canadian government
Get him,
is controlled by
Get
the
him.
State. So
power up that Shaver Cooter.
Indian gangs.
Make him say Shaver Cooter. I dare you.
And yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Shaver Cooter. Brilliant. For those unaware, Ambergeddon used to go into David Wilcock's live chat and ask questions and get him to read her name, which she put as Shaver Cooter. Shaver Cooter.
Is the moon really an arc that
he fell for it a bunch of times too?
To planet? Well, it operates as an arc. Yeah, the moon could go from system to system.
Oh, he's live in 30 minutes. I didn't know that.
The moon was hauled into our solar system approximately 60,000 years ago when the Anunnaki imploded the original moon.
Unfortunately, there's no evidence for anything he's saying right now.
The motherland of Lemuria. So yeah, the current moon is definitely capable of space traveling. It operates as a huge
just
craft.
A big Death Star. It's just a big spaceship.
Becoming stationary, as it is stationary in our solar system. And as mentioned earlier, the moon has been a monitoring device by many civilizations who have been monitoring the Earth for quite some time. And of course, we know that in the last 50 to 60 years, the moon was used by the negative Orion Syndicate group.
He'd find a way to mispronounce Shaver Cooter and mess up the pun.
The Galactic Alliance.
Yeah.
Kenneth Brown.
One of David Wilcock's last live streams, he mentioned Shaver Cooter.
Okay, good to know, brother. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no way he could pronounce. If he can't pronounce Tulsi Gabbard, he can't pronounce Shaver Cooter.
Noah's Ark mud flood, which was designed to try to destroy and get rid of the Nephilim, but some of them survived.
Yeah, it moves a few inches a year, doesn't it?
That ended Tartaria. So you have to be more specific. All right, I'll just answer both questions.
Well, there's dumb as her, Plan D.
Flood and the Noah's flood.
She's pretty done.
Well, that was one of many floods in the ancient world. That was done to destroy and eliminate the children of the Anunnaki and women.
You ever notice that no matter what questions these grifters get asked, they have the answer? Nobody ever says, well, I really haven't researched that enough, or I'm really not aware of that, or, they always got to be the all-knowing, all-seeing, oracle of all information to these morons that watch them.
Anunnaki that resulted in the Nephilim, okay? The 200 watchers that mated with the daughters of man. And then the recent mud flood is what destroyed Tartaria.
Brilliant comms. That's his Pride Month shirt. Yeah. He seems sincere because he's so stupid.
Why is the other side of the moon not showing? What's on the other side? Peter is asking this question. Well,
here we go. these people are such idiots that they constantly say that there's alien bases on the dark side of the moon. There's just one problem with that. There are satellites all around the moon from Russia, the United States, from China, even India, I believe, has a moon satellite, and they've imaged every inch of the moon. When you know, no bases, no secret alien hangars, no spaceships landed on the dark side of the moon. But these grifters always use the dark side of the moon, like, oh yeah, that's where they keep the alien bases. No, they don't, you moron. You can go on the internet and see every inch of the moon, either from Russian satellite photography or from American or even Chinese moon satellite imagery. And you can see the dark side of the moon. There's nothing there but sand and dust. But that won't stop these grifters. Here we go.
Designed to not show ever, because again, the moon was hauled in by the negative Anunnaki faction in order to monitor and control and keep tabs on the Earth. And the reason we don't see the dark side of the moon is because that's where a lot of the aliens have, their structures. That's where they have huge.
Yes, there's been a whole lot of probes,
spaceports, cities,
and satellites.
So they've not only were able to inhabit the dark side of the moon, but they were also
got that from the Transformers, dark side of the moon. Yes,
also hollowed. Good question. Randy Sullivan, thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it, brother.
Power bottom. He's wearing makeup, so I'm taking his word on that. He's a power bottom. No, I hear this guy's a poon hound. That's what I hear. I don't know if it's true, but I hear he's a big fan of the ladies. His audience is all old bags, like Wilcox's audience too. You know, those grifting old ladies, grifter grandmas, right? Old crystal hippie bitches, old hippie bitches. They love this shit.
Do you have any insight on the Elohim? Well,
yeah, get that wrong.
The term Elohim means multiple celestial beings, many celestial beings, right?
That's where they put the porta potties, exactly.
In the Old Testament and other records as
it's
the
all
gods
dark
before they were consolidated into the one God. So the word Elohim means multiple, plural for many. So it depends. Are you talking about the fallen Elohim, right? The negative Anunnaki?
Oh, the fallen Elohim.
Or are we talking about the guardian Elohim? Well,
this guy's 5'2". Yeah, he's like 5'2".
Every level of reality, all the way up to.
If you're going to make a genetically engineered super soldier,
Elohim are associated with.
When you make him bigger than 5'2" and give him good eyesight, so he didn't need glasses, kind of blows his whole claim of being a genetically engineered perfect super soldier to shit, doesn't it?
The Guardian Alliance and the Emerald Order.
Amber Gedden with one for the goal.
And
thank you for that. Big support from Amber Gedden. Exposing the grifting Tard Squad, one grifter at a time, and praise the cash. Yes, praise the cash, praise the cash. Thank God Almighty, and praise the cash, Amber Gedden. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and big support of the show. Much appreciated. Longtime show supporter Amber Gedden with one for the goal. I think we're at 9 of 20. I even lowered the goal tonight, and we still don't hit a goal. But I'm thankful for any and all support. And just a reminder, we read every single super chat, so don't be shy with those.
Just to let you guys know, all Elohim isn't evil, okay? Only the fallen faction, right? Which is attributed to the fallen Anunnaki.
Yeah, and talk about crystal hippie bitch shit. He actually holds crystals when he does his meditation. Where did he get the meditation rituals from? He got it from David Wilcock. Here, we're going to fast forward. You're not missing anything in this next, 20 minutes of nonsense. That's all we're missing.
The dark side, or what remains of the dark side, is trying so hard to cover the sun codes that are coming in. All right, they're trying to prevent the rise of metahumans, humans with supernatural powers.
They're trying to stop us from becoming superheroes. Yes.
Because they know that their time is up, and they fear that, as mentioned last week. So I'm going to take one more super chat, and then I'm going to end this with a small little prayer. Thank you. Or
Okay, so he doesn't call his ending a global peace meditation, but he still ripped off ending his streams with that from David Wilcock. He calls it a prayer.
Beyond for the super chat. Last question. What happens to people who use other people to their benefit? Those are called negative oriented people that are service to self. And what I hear is that people that are service.
This guy is using this audience to make a living, and he's going to act like he's not one of those users.
To self, at least 51% service to self, are not going to make the positive Earth ascending timeline. So they will be recycled into the negative.
This is stolen exactly from David Wilcock. David Wilcock said you have to be at least 51% service to others. And if you're not, you won't be eligible for the Ascension event. He stole that directly from David Wilcock. He's been saying that for years.
Where they will be enslaved by AI as the Antichrist. All right, let's go ahead and end this with...
Yeah, let's pray with the crystals.
A prayer to allow for the full light codes to come in and to activate the first waivers of superhumans.
And by the way, his whole stick is stolen from David Wilcock. There's going to be a big solar flash event, and the photons are going to somehow raise our vibrations and give us all superpowers. Well, that's David Wilcock's 2012 scam. You're just recycling it, dude. And by the way, he's already missed a few Ascension predictions, just like Wilcock. Imagine that.
All right, so we're going to be using some...
Give me the crystals, bitch! Give me those crystals, crystal hippie bitch!
Crystals for this to magnify and enhance the energy. And so at this time...
Crystals don't magnify or enhance anything, you moron. But don't let science get in the way of your new age nonsense, you know?
I would love for each and every one of you to center yourselves.
All right, we got to center, guys. We got to center. Got to concentrate.
One day soon, the Earth will go through an event with a solar flash.
This girl that works with him, she seems even more retarded than him, if that's even possible. Like, I didn't think that somebody could be stupider than him. But listen to this girl. Listen to her.
Love for each and every one of you to center yourselves.
All right. Yeah, let's focus.
Deep breath.
Deep breath.
One day soon, the Earth will go through an event with a solar flash. On June 21st of this month, there is expected to be a large burst of solar photonic energy coming off of the sun.
And listen, I just have news for this dumb moron girl that's helping him. Every day, there's a large burst of photonic energy from the sun, you dumb bitch. Like, really? That's what you're predicting? Well, I predict that tomorrow there will be a large burst of photonic energy from the sun. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, right? And they act like that they have some profound knowledge or wisdom. Like, literally every day there's a profound burst of photonic energy from the sun. But okay, let's hear what else this retarded girl that helps him has to say.
This energy is meant to be for the starseeds and not for any of the dark forces.
Oh, it's only for the good guys, friends. It's only for the good guys, and not you dirty skeptical people. Only you starseed lunatics get the superpowers, I guess.
For this transition to the new Earth, the golden age, and with the solar flash, we are intending that there be no chaos prior to this event.
Oh, we don't want chaos.
That there be no dark influences dealing with harvesting of any loosh energy.
Oh, the loosh.
Of any of the galactic light codes that are coming in through.
Oh, there's galactic light codes coming in. That's more new age word salad nonsense. What does galactic light code even mean? Really? Nobody knows. They just make shit up.
Central sun through the solar flares. And we pray that in the time leading up to this June 21st summer solstice, may we all get on to the correct timeline for this solar flash event.
Oh, there you go. They're setting up for failure. If nothing happens on June 21st, they'll just say, well, we entered a different timeline, right? It's the same stupid excuse that Wilcock gave. when pressed why his ascension prophecies all failed. Well, the solar flash did happen, but it happened in the solar system next to us. Same day I said it was going to. No, that wasn't even true. It was 2 days, 3 days after he said, and it was in the galaxy next to us, not our galaxy.
That the negative AI timeline splits from the positive Earth timeline. We now allow our bodies to be a vessel for the highest photonic light from.
I'm pretty sure she's allowing her body to be a vessel for this clown, though. Lay down. Lay down. You put the crystals away, bitch. Lay down.
The sun and central sun. And we breathe in this rainbow light energy.
Rainbow light energy. Where have we heard that before? It's like these guys took notes from every David Wilcock scam and just tried to incorporate it. And by the way, since David Wilcock died, every one of these other grifters, the copycats, are in like panic mode. They're all trying to suck up his retarded followers, right? That's why they're pushing basically David Wilcock mythology.
Like through the top of this pyramid.
They want to get his followers, and especially the people that sent him money.
Down into our bodies. Like imagine the rainbow light coming in.
Oh, I'm
into
imagining
the top of your head.
I'm imagining the rainbow light, honey.
Crown chakra and trickling down into all of your other chakras.
Oh, it's going in my
Also,
it's going in my chakra.
Connect to our 12 strands DNA right now.
What is 12
And
strands
please
DNA? Does anybody know? What? Let's Google that. What is 12 strand DNA? They just make up terms, I think. The concept of 12 strand DNA belongs to New Age spirituality and alternative healing, not biology. In biology, all human DNA exists as a double helix, 2 strands. The 12 strand idea is entirely pseudoscientific. Yeah, so it's fake science. When they say 12 strand DNA, they mean I'm retarded and I don't know anything about actual DNA or biology. I just repeat New Age nonsense that I heard that I like. That's what that means.
A double strand DNA helix and let all this strand be encrusted with diamonds.
Oh,
so we
diamond encrusted DNA.
Are also going to be anchoring in the diamond light into our DNA. We wish that these solar light codes do not get stuck.
Well, yeah, you can't have the solar light codes get stuck in your asshole or something like that. Like, that would be a tragedy. Like, what if the solar light codes get stuck in your asshole and it doesn't make it to your chakra or your pineal gland? Then I guess you don't get the superpowers if the light codes get stuck in your asshole, right? Stuck in your asshole. Let's hope it doesn't get stuck in your ass. Troll, troll, troll with one for the goal. You should weave subliminal messages into your video that say, make a super chat now and stuff like that. Don't put it against me. We'll do some AMSR. Is that what we call it? Or is it ASMR? Send a super chat now. Troll, troll, troll. Send 10 more super chats. You know you want to. Get out your wallet. Send a super chat. Super chat. There you go. That's the best I could do for you. But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Troll, troll, troll. Huge supporter of the show. Much, much appreciated. Longest supporter of the show.
Harvested by any archons, Draco reptilians, mantids, greys, and any negatively polarized Anunnaki.
Oh, we don't want the bad guy aliens stealing our light activation codes.
We ask that all the fear-based agenda they have towards evil, with any involvement such as trying to harvest this solar flash light that is meant to be for the humans.
Yeah, that's our light, aliens. That's our light, you evil aliens. Stop butt banging us and let us have our solar flashlight.
Let them simply be seen by God that they've had multiple chances to come back to God and the light. And now that they are turning their backs on God and the light and the chosen ones here that are meant to receive these strong incoming solar flash codes, let them be purged so they no longer exist on Earth. We do not agree to this. We are also cleansing away.
Yeah, we don't agree to any reptilian butt banging. I want to put it on the record. I do not consent to any reptilian aliens butt banging me or anybody else. This is some serious shit, friends. God, this is so stupid. Why do I do this? Why do I listen to these people? Because you people make me. A couple of people sent me this video and they're like, you got to go through this one, Stephen.
Any of their crystalline technology that is being put around the sun.
I bet you she's got some crystalline dildos, this lady.
To completely protect the solar logos in a 500 ring titanium shield.
A 500 ring titanium shield. Wow.
And let this event that we co-create also bring in very important ETs that will surround this whole positive timeline to keep.
Yeah, we need the good aliens, not the butt banging kind. Any of those aliens that are trying to butt bang us, we don't want them to be a part of our solar flash activation quantum entangled ascension event. We only want the good aliens to be there.
Co-creating the new Earth with the ET ships staying here.
No, we need the alien spaceships to stay here, yes.
To make sure that this dormant DNA strand activation event happen.
Yeah, and according to these people, there's a dormant DNA strand that will be activated by solar energy. And, that's comic book nonsense. That's New Age nonsense. That has no bearing on actual science.
Without any hate and malevolence.
Yeah, it's pretty hateful for them aliens to like butt bang people. That's hateful. That's mean. Butt banging is mean. I just want to put on the record that I think butt banging is mean. And those mean aliens that do the butt banging, we should avoid. We should avoid those butt bangers. They'll get you.
Knowing that this is coming, we clear all of these dark forces. We purge them all completely so that they can be burned away with all their old negativity.
Yeah, so burn away the butt bangers.
So be it. And it is done. All right, guys. May the God force be with you all. Sorry for ending a little earlier, but I
got to go bang my retarded crystal hippie girl.
I'm exhausted. I've been working all day.
Oh, he's been working all day. Well, apparently not, because you didn't even proofread the AI script that you generated to read during this nonsense. So I call bullshit on you working all day. You couldn't even take 20 minutes you couldn't take 1 minute to learn how to pronounce the people's names that your stream is about. It's Tulsi Gabbard, you moron, not Tulsi Gabbard.
I'm sure you guys could understand. And again, the Galactics told me to not overdo it. They don't want me.
Yeah, the aliens told him to take it easy, right? Listen, you're grifting too hard. You gotta take it easy, buddy. You gotta take it easy. You're just grifting too hard, right? Don't waste money on New Age bullshit. No, send it to me. Send it to me. I know how to spend it better than the New Age nonsense people, right? Some super soldier exhausted by reading and holding up a crystal. Well, yeah, but he's tired because he already just saved the multiverse like a few years ago, right? He's still regenerating. His Kryptonian regeneration cycle's not over yet, right? He must go churn butter or something. Oh, this is so stupid. Let's finish it out.
Burn myself, so I have to maintain some sort of a balance here. And one final reminder, guys, my classes begin.
Do the pitch again right at the end. Buy my shit, retards.
This weekend. So if you guys want to sign up, it's an interactive course where you actually get to tell me about yourself.
Oh, God. It's $99. I think I might take one of his courses and just pretend to be a crystal hippie lunatic.
All the new people. That's the highlight of my courses. I get to know you. So I'm excited. I can't.
No, the highlight of your course is collecting money from morons. Let's be honest.
I wait to meet some of the new Galactic Jedis this coming weekend. You could access my courses through my website, or cosmicorigin.com. And then I will see you guys this Wednesday for an Ascension Energy update.
Oh, he's going to give us an Ascension Energy update. And that starts in just a little bit. If people want to go over to his live chat and, well, I can't encourage anything nefarious, but you guys know what I mean, right?
God force be with you all. Bye.
God force be with you all. You got to love a guy who talks about God while he's scamming you, right? Just like Wilcock. All right. We made it through. We made it through. Barely made it through, right? Well, we can check out. I'll check out. Is he live now? He's not live now. He's got 256 people waiting. It's live in 3 minutes. Do we want to snipe his live stream? You let me know. Say snipe in the comments if you want me to snipe his live stream. FF9000 sent 10 kicks. And Winter Soldier gifted a sub to Red Reality X. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. You kick supporters, Winter Soldier and FF9000, big support tonight. See, Winter Soldiers does send stuff other than throw it. He throws pennies at me too, but, you know, Tales of Sonic Voyage is saying snipe. Snipe. Our Cosmic Origins. We'll go to his website in the meantime, right? Our Cosmic Origins. It's .org, apparently. Didn't he say that? Our Cosmic Origins? Our Cosmic Origin. Ismael Perez. We'll see what kind of crap he's selling over there. Our Cosmic Origin, not Origins. Okay. And I will share the tab. Yeah, we'll take a look at his website and see what nonsense he's selling over there. Look at this. There's always a website, and there's always a book to sell.
And so I decided to do something a little different today, something that will also help you understand why
And by the way, I'm citing fair use, but this is a public website, ourcosmicorigin.com.
The kingdom of the Most High is not only meant to be established, but as mentioned earlier.
And look at the courses that he sells. And I have a very important question. How many people that took his courses on Ascension actually ascended? Ascension 1, $99. Ascension 2.0, $99. Ascension 3.0, $99. Oh, that one's fully booked. June 6th, Our Cosmic Origins with Ismael Perez. Nothing to book right now. Check back soon. And he's got all his social media. Oh, look, we can buy a Galactic Jedi hat. Our Cosmic Origin shirt. Show your intelligence. And show is spelled S-H-O-O-W. Show your intelligence by misspelling the word show. This guy is something else, right? This guy is something else. Let's go to the shop. What kind of shit is he selling over there? Oh, boy. You got to love when your Ascension comes with T-shirts, right? Our Cosmic Journal is only $20. Our Cosmic Hoodie is only $33. Our Cosmic Mug is only $15. Well, his shop is a bunch of crap. And, of course, he's got a members section. Join the class. Let's see what events are going on. I don't think his website's working. Details. Our Cosmic Origin. The Global Center for Consciousness in Sedona. Of course he's in Sedona. Get ready for exhilarating afternoon with renowned author and speaker Ismael Perez as he takes you on an unforgettable journey through the profound teachings of our cosmic origin. This transformative event promises to captivate your imagination as you explore the cosmos, uncovering ancient galactic history, the secrets of interstellar councils, and our profound spiritual connections to the Pleiadians and other celestial beings. In other words, he's going to bullshit for hours. That's what you get for your money. Through dynamic presentations, guided activations, and an open Q&A session, you'll gain eye-opening insights that will expand your understanding of humanity's true origins and our vital role in the unfolding cosmic story. I love how he's going to tell you the galactic history of the universe, as if somebody can contradict him, right? He doesn't have any evidence, so this is all what I call non-falsifiability. Like, I can't prove he's bullshitting, but he can't prove he's telling you the truth, which means that his information is worthless. Anything that doesn't pass the test of falsifiability is worthless because you're just at an impasse. I can't prove he's lying, but he can't prove he's telling the truth. So basically, who cares? All right, and he's live now. We're going to go over back to him. He's not looking too good. What is going on here? Look at this. What's going on with his face? Looks all puffy and swollen from the last video.
Happening right now with the light codes that are coming in via our sun. So before I give you guys this
now, again, he's predicting that light codes are coming from the sun and they're going to activate our DNA.
Transmission for today's Ascension Energy Update. First of all, I would like to extend gratitude to all of you. Because of you guys, I have an audience. Without you guys,
he's very regimented in his live streams. He always does thank you guys for your support right in the beginning. And then he goes right to the pitch and tries to sell more morons, more dumb shit.
I would be talking to my kitties. So thank you guys so much for being part of this collective awakening along with me. And also, I would like to extend gratitude to my moderators for always showing up. Starcadian, Wolf Mother, thank you guys so much for being here.
What about Shaver Cooter?
Them, NPCs, trolls, bots, whatever they are. And
yeah, trolls. He runs his live chat like David Wilcock. There's no free speech. There is no free speech in his live chat. You're not allowed to ask questions or be critical of him. You get hidden from the channel because he's an intellectual weakling, a scammer, and a con artist, and a coward who can't withstand debate because he knows he's selling nonsense to morons.
And third of all,
you know, if you really were like Earth's galactic ambassador, would you need to silence people at your events? No.
You guys have 3 days to sign up for my courses. I believe
here's the pitch. Just like I said, thank you guys very much. Right on to buy more shit, morons. Buy more of my shit, you morons.
Tomorrow, I'm sorry, 2 days, my bad. 2 days, Friday morning, the courses that begin this Saturday and Sunday will close.
I'm going to get pissed off when I see.
To sign up
how many live
for
viewers?
Either of my
1,100 live viewers
class, or of course different levels of ascension classes as well. And again, they're very inexpensive, only $100.
Here's the pitch: they're only $100.
And most importantly, I get to interact with you on a live webinar. And that, to me, my friends, is the highlight of teaching these courses, is when I actually get to know who you guys are as well.
No, the highlight is the money he collects from morons.
And the work that you guys do. All right. So quick announcement. I think I mentioned this before, and I'll remind you guys again that I will be a speaker guest at the MUFON Tucson in Arizona on the 20th of June.
MUFON is supposed to be a scientific organization. MUFON is garbage. Why would a scientific organization have this guy who's literally selling people cures to the COVID shot in the form of scam supplements? Like, come on, man.
So I will be there Saturday, I believe. Forget the time, but I believe it's sometime in the afternoon. I'll give you guys the details probably on Saturday when I give you guys a galactic report.
Oh, so galactic report. Which MUFON conference is he going to be at? I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to write those idiots.
Details probably on Saturday When I give you guys a forget the time, 5th of June. So I will move on Tucson in Arizona on the 20th.
MUFON in Tucson, Arizona. Are you MUFON in Tucson, Arizona? Are you people retarded? You're paying a scammer to speak at an event that's supposed to be run by a scientific organization? Are you MUFON people retarded? This guy's selling people total garbage horse shit. He told people that he had Superman powers, MUFON, you idiots. Are you kidding me? Amber Gedden says, wish me luck, everyone. Great show, Stephen, and have a great night, Truth Seekers peeps. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Hallelujah. Praise the cash. I can't sell $100 courses of nonsense like this guy, right? So we got to praise the cash in other ways, friends. But thank you all for your kindness, generosity, and big support of the show. I'll check in with the Kick Live chat as well. All right, we're all caught up, apparently. Well, let's see. We're just going to do a little bit more of this. We're over time now.
So I will be there Saturday, I believe. Forget the time, but I believe it's sometime in the afternoon. I'll give you guys the details probably on Saturday when I give you guys a galactic report. So,
MUFON is a joke
at MUFON,
for hosting this
how
guy.
How exciting is that? I remember being a teenager back.
Of course, they had Corey Good too.
Learning about MUFON. MUFON's been around for a long time. They're all about extraterrestrial contact, and it's a beautiful, great.
No, you moron! They're supposed to be about the scientific study of UFOs, not bullshitters like you and Corey Good. But here we are.
And so it's going to be an honor to be their speaker guest on the 20th of June. And any other announcements? Oh yeah, how could I forget? Well, you know, I am not a doctor, so I do have to say a disclaimer.
Yeah,
however,
as he pitches his bullshit.
In the detoxification of your body.
You notice how like structured to sell shit his live streams are? He does this every live stream. Pitch the shit, pitch the books, pitch the live events, pitch the courses. It's all one big pitch.
Through holistic medicine that actually helps the natural healing process of your body take place by eliminating all the chemtrails, metals, nanobots, radiation, so that your mitochondria could be
it eliminates chemtrails now,
operating at full capacity. And for those,
this guy is literally selling snake oil, and MUFON is supposed to be a scientific organization. Everybody that pays to be a part of MUFON, you're part of the problem. MUFON are basically all retarded. They're booking a guy to speak at their conference that's literally selling snake oil. Great.
That are interested in this product to detoxify your body at this time, I do offer it through the link in my description. And of course, at the end of the presentation.
Yeah, he's got an affiliate link to sell this snake oil. And by the way, we did a full breakdown. It's snake oil. It is a scam product.
I pinned it in the comments. Okay, so I think that is all. All right, so we're going to get right into it. Oh, yeah, the date. Today is the 3rd of June, 2026, and you guys know it. We're still on a positive timeline trajectory.
Oh, that's good news.
All right. Transmission begins. All forms of DNA structure can actually be broken down into not only molecules.
Now he's going to give us a science lesson, this moron. Great.
But also broken down into energy, light, information, photons, bands of data, all wound up in strands.
This is pseudoscience.
The biophoton resonance of each of you.
What is a biophoton resonance? Is that real, or did he just make that term up? Biophoton resonance. I never heard of that.
Measured and observed by the extraterrestrials aboard their mothercraft.
Oh, the aliens can measure your bioluminescent quantum bullshit. Awesome.
Upon the timing of the solar flash, there will be an extreme amount of data, which is biophotons, information in packets of light that are observed simultaneously into the body as there is a consciousness expansion. And this is what
this is exactly what David Wilcock promised in 2012, you scammer. At least come up with something original, bro.
Call a rapid form of an acceleration of awakening, and that is also linked to the genetics in the strands, and of course the correspondence of the biophotons in the DNA automatically rewriting itself.
I wonder what the retarded people that follow him do when these deadlines, June 20th, come and go and nobody ascends and nobody gets superpowers. It must be just like David Wilcock when 2012 came and went, when 2025 came and went, when the year 2000 came and went. They just forget, I guess, that he promised them all this shit. And then the grifter, either Wilcock or him in this case, just move on to fresh bullshit.
With the help of the ET beings that have been studying our organic biology, and also with the advancements with their technology, they are seeing that there is some structures in the cells, molecules, genetic strands.
Oh, the aliens are going to help us ascend. That's what he's saying.
And the dormant DNA, which is also being able to be rewritten as I speak and programmed through these packets.
All right, you can't rewrite somebody's DNA or reprogram it currently, moron.
Of photonic data in these light streams into our DNA. Aboard the ships, we are being observed.
The aliens are observing us.
Old souls and young Earth Terrans on their screens, of course, and they are measuring for the amount of biophoton light energy that can actually
all right, I got to stop him there. Biophoton light energy. Is that a real term? Biophoton light energy. Well, biophotons are real. It's from the Greek meaning life and phos meaning bios meaning life and phos meaning light, are ultra weak non-thermal emissions of light in the ultraviolet and visible spectrum that are naturally produced by living biological systems. Okay, so biophotons are real. I learned something today, but I don't think they mean what he thinks they mean.
Also termed as the resonance of the field of your aura, and of course the amount of energy that you can bring into your body, which is based on the crystalline structures that are being assembled in your DNA. And also
there are not crystalline structures in your DNA to my knowledge.
Your genetic blueprint that is now advancing.
Your genetic blueprint is not advancing. Your genetic blueprint is what it is.
The solar flash is also not just going to be a single event. I've talked about this before. There are three aspects or waves of this solar flash activation. Well, the solar flash has been a multitude of events that have already began in and around the year 2012. The correspondence
glue it to David Wilcock's failed predictions. Nice.
Of the light ships that have been observed and of the acceleration of the ships.
Who's observing alien light ships? Can we talk to them?
From all over the universe, present from a multitude of different star races, are here now corresponding and rewriting the quantum codes and the structures.
You're not rewriting the quantum codes. What does that even mean?
Of your biophotonic information.
Biophotonic information.
And this resulting, of course, in the rewiring of neurons.
Notice you can't read the script again.
Telomeres, DNA, and genes synthesis into structures of a more advanced, higher dimensional form of creation.
Oh, we're going to become multidimensional?
Apparently, there are new neural pathways that are being formed as we begin to use the higher part of the brain known as the prefrontal cortex.
No, you moron. Neurology hasn't changed in quite a long time. You're not activating dormant parts of your brain with a solar flash event, you moron, but okay.
Which is, of course, part of this mutation that is taking place. And so the fusion of your system with these structures of sacred geometry written by Archangel Metatron.
The Archangel Metatron is involved in this. Awesome.
Forming as a blueprint for a larger plan to defeat the inverse of Archangel Metatron, which is, of course, Omega Metatron.
It sounds like he's talking about Transformers, Omega Metatron. Come on, man. this guy is such a scammer and a grifter. Just bold-faced lying scumbag reading off a script he didn't even write. That's basically like, what do you do? Go to ChatGPT and say, give me a bunch of word salad nonsense about light code activations and ascension and angels and fake pseudoscience. And then he just reads it. Like, it seems like that's the way this works to me. I'm just an observer here, of course. So I think we've done our due diligence. Maybe we'll come back to that one if there's anything really good in it, but I'm not holding my breath. And it looks like he's up to 2,000 live viewers to hear him read pseudoscience nonsense from a ChatGPT script, in my opinion. Trash, trash, and more trash. That is correct. He ain't writing that script. He can't pronounce half the words properly. Exactly. People don't write. If somebody writes a script, they may put words that they don't use usually, but they're not putting so many words that they cannot pronounce in a script that they know they're going to have to read in public. Just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Sacred geometry, straight from Wilcock. Well, Wilcock and a bunch of other grifters, right? There's no mention of the angel Metatron in the Bible. Yes. No, of course. Let me tell you about the Zohar. Yes. At least pick up a heroin habit or start drinking. Yeah, exactly. Well, my friends, I think we've done our due diligence. I'll check in with the kick stream one more time. We're all caught up on that end. I've read every super chat. We managed to get 11 of 20 for the goal. I knew I should have set it to 10, but I thought that was a low bar, right? I thought that was too low of a bar. But maybe I'll set it to 10 for the next one. Who knows? We've got to start hitting some goals around here. I'm going to pull a grifter talking point. We have a critical need for funding. Yeah, we always have a critical need for funding. So we've done our due diligence. What can I say about Ismael Perez? It's like a bad clown show watching him. Unfortunately, he's not as funny or interesting or crazy as Wilcox. It's kind of hard to make a show around him. A lot of people are asking me to cover some of these other secret space grifters like Tony Rodriguez or like this JP guy. Maybe we'll cover him. You know, that guy, the guy with the paintball helmet, right? I'm a super soldier. Yeah, you bought that paintball helmet on Amazon, you asshole. It's just so stupid. This stuff is so stupid sometimes, right? And I think we've done our due diligence for today. Oh, look at that. We've got Elaine Walls coming in to save the night as far as our critical need for funding go. Elaine Walls has gifted not one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 True Seekers memberships. And this, my friends, is why you've got to smash that subscribe button. Because when a kind and generous benefactor and a huge supporter like Elaine Walls comes along and gives these free True Seekers channel memberships, you could win one. But you've got to be a subscriber and be in the live chat. If you're not a subscriber, you can't win one of these free memberships. And by the way, subscribing is a huge boost to our channel. So please smash that subscribe button. If just to help us, please smash the subscribe button. But besides helping us, you could help yourself to maybe winning a free True Seekers membership thanks to the kindness, generosity, and support of great people like Elaine Walls. So thank you, Elaine Walls, for your kindness, generosity, and support. Everybody's thanking her in the live chat. Elaine rocks. Very nice of you, Elaine. You go, girl. And yeah. Thanks, everybody. And if you did get a notice that you got a free membership, please thank Elaine Walls, who's in the live chat. And we thank Elaine Walls for the kindness, generosity, and support. Spiritual Ascension says, your channel is a real one. Keep up the great work, Steve. Well, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Katie subbed. If you subbed today, right, I subscribed in all capital letters, and I'll give you a big shout out and thank you. Put it in the live chat in YouTube. And if you subscribed followed our Kick channel, put I followed your Kick channel in the live chat. I'll give you a big shout out and thank you. And we thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. FF9000 with 10 sent 10 kicks. So thanks. We're upgrading from people throwing pennies at me to people throwing dimes at me. Dimes are better than pennies, I guess. We appreciate all the support. Kick lets us keep most of it, right? Love to all. Love, Steve. Thank you, Elaine Walls. Thank you for your kindness. Much, much appreciated. Katie Cat subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you for that. So we've done our due diligence for today and maybe for the week. I always say this. I'm going to the cabin tomorrow night. I'll get there late, but I'm going there tomorrow night. I may try to squeeze a show in tomorrow afternoon. I got to start somewhere. We got these daytime shows planned that are going to be a little different format. They're going to be quick, in and out in an hour. I got to start them, but every day I can't. Today I was going to start it. I haven't got up early. Got up at early for me, like 10 a.m. But then I realized that I had to go to the DMV today, which I'm from the city. And when you got that thing in the mail in the city, that was crazy, right? You knew that you were going to be 2 hours waiting. But here in the suburbs, it only took a little under an hour. So I guess I can't complain too much. FF9, oh, somebody said, I threw you. Clement Sturmiska says, I threw you a silver dollar. On Kick, I didn't see it. If you did, then I apologize for not thanking you. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. So I had to go to the DMV. That went okay. My license was expired. And I was going to get a real ID, but I couldn't find the rest of my papers, I don't know. Yeah. Oh my God, he's more painful than Wilcock. His chat refers to themselves as the Jedi family. Yeah, well, no matter how dumb you thought David Wilcock's followers are, this guy's is even dumber because he's basically just stealing and copying shit off of David Wilcock, old David Wilcock scams. Listen, it's one thing to see David Wilcock recycle his own scams, like the Ascension is Coming Soon scam that he ran 3 times. But now we've got people recycling David Wilcock scams on their own and changing. He just changes it a little bit, but it's still David Wilcock. The Ascension is Coming Soon scam is David Wilcock's Ismael Perez. At least, go come up with your own scam. Be original. 10 a.m., dude, you're turning into DSP. Well, here's the thing. I stay up late at night and I do research and I prep shows. And I do that because at least at night, I don't have to hear lawnmowers all the time and I don't have to hear my screaming children. So I'm able to concentrate late at night after they're in bed. So I do stay up late at night and I don't have to get up until the afternoon, really, to get my kids off the bus. My wife takes the morning shift. I take the afternoon shift. And then I got to make dinner and stuff. Today I was happy. I made dinner for 2 days, my kids are pretty good with leftovers. Like I remember when I was a kid, when my mom tried to feed us the same stuff, we hated it. But my mom was a terrible cook. to be honest, she's hitting the bottle while she's cooking dinner. So she did things like pour way too much salt and stuff, and it was never good. So having reruns of a bad meal, it's like this was terrible yesterday. Now it's been sitting in the fridge all night. It's going to be worse. But my kids, I don't know. I'm a pretty good cook, so they don't mind the leftovers. And, I really think that some things get better the next day. Like pasta. You mix all the sauce and the noodles together, and they soak it up better by the next day, right? Hamburger Helper. I'm a big fan of Hamburger Helper. But lately I've been making my own. My mother called it goulash, and it's just a pound of cheddar cheese, a can of pork and beans, a pound of macaroni, and a pound of ground meat. And you just fry the ground meat and a can of tomato sauce. Fry the ground meat, throw in a can of tomato sauce, just like a soup can size, and the cheese. And my wife doesn't like the beans, though, so sometimes I leave them out for her, right? You heated it twice, 2 days in a row. Yeah, I hated it twice. Yeah, my mother was a terrible cook. She was so bad that my girlfriend, after my father died, I moved in my parents' old house and took over the bills and was trying to help my mom because she was a lifelong housewife. She was never going to get a job and, be able to keep the house. So I moved in there. And shortly after that, my wife now, she was my girlfriend at the time, moved in. And I warned my wife how bad my mother cooked, but she was like, oh, it can't be that bad. You know, like if she wants to cook every day, we're working. Let her cook and we'll just come home and eat whatever she cooks. That lasted about a day before my wife was like, yeah, don't cook anymore. We'll cook when we get home. Or we used to say that we were going to Kmart or Target. That's how long ago this was. Kmart was still in business. We used to say, oh, we got to go to Walmart or Kmart or Target to get something. And we would just go to Burger King or Taco Bell. It was bad, friends, right? Well, we've done our due diligence. I'm going to bounce on out of here. I may be checking in from the cabin. I'm going to be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. Coming back Sunday. I'm hoping to get, I got to finish this other stupid cabin. And I had a tragedy happen last time I was there. A big section of the stone wall came out. Long story. Well, it's not that long a story. The door and the door frame are surrounded by these stones and cemented in. But over the winter, it shifted and it settled weird. So the door was crooked. So me, like a moron, I start banging on the door frame, trying to just push it back into level. And a big chunk of the wall came off on the side of the door. So now I got to put that back. Every time I think I'm making progress, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But I'm determined. I'm going to finish this cabin sometime during the summer, I hope, because I really got to get it done. I think I have till September, and then they come to do the inspection, and it's got to be done. Like, and not only do I have to finish the cabin, but I have to finish an outhouse and a small tool shed. But you know, be careful what you wish for. I wished for this place, and now I got to deal with the consequences of getting things done. And I have a limited amount of time there, but you know, I literally start my day off there with a prayer. I just say, please God, you put this dream in my heart, help me figure this out and finish this shit, because it's not fun doing it by yourself too. I wish I had some friends, and if we could all just go there and hang out together, drink some beer and do it, it would have been done already. But so far I haven't had much help except for my friend Matt, who came over with his Bobcat. That was a huge help, but building a cabin, all me, right? Yeah, thank you, Clement Stramiska. Good luck with the cabin. Yeah. Well, we've done our due diligence. What can I tell you? The big takeaway from tonight is that this moron keeps giving Alliance updates, but he forgets to tell his audience that the Alliance came from a complete and total con artist, grifter, scammer. Which I think is kind of relevant if you're going to keep giving updates from a grifting scammer that originated this Alliance thing. And then there's this guy with his superpowers and selling these scammy supplements. If it looks like a scam and smells like a scam, it's probably a scam. So buyer beware. But that's all I got for you, friends. So until next time, my name is Stephen Canby, and good night, and God bless all of you.
Dark corners of the night, secrets hidden from the light. Whispers turn to screams, shattering all your dreams. Eyes wide open now, truth you can't disavow. Echoes through the halls, crashing all your walls. Truth seekers, exposing the truth. Truth seekers, coming for you. Uncover the lies, open your eyes. Shadows try to hide, no place for them to bide. Light will pierce you through, reveal what is true.